I'm Vic Myers. Welcome to the Resistance. I was looking at my copy of the Constitution today, and I noticed on the back it says the Declaration of Independence was the promise. The Constitution was the fulfillment. The Revolution bought our freedom, but the Constitution lets us keep it. This is a truly amazing document because it foresaw, in some ways, the worst kinds of government hundreds of years before they came to be. It foresaw the Stalins and the Hitlers and the Trumps. And it gives us the tools to deal with that. Well, if we'll use them. And yet our founders, they didn't know any of these people. They didn't know the names. But they understood the danger. They knew power could be abused. The power corrupts. That's why they built in protections, what we call checks and balances. What they gave us wasn't meant to be used in pieces. It was designed to work as a whole. But even more powerful is that they built into the design the ability to change. They knew the world would evolve. They knew future generations would face challenges that they couldn't even imagine. And they gave us a way to adapt through amendments. Many people, they like to pick and choose the parts of the Constitution they like. For some people, it's the Second Amendment. It's the only thing they'll talk about. It's the only thing that matters to them. Others, it's not about the parts that they love. It's about the parts that they hate. Like some of our so-called leaders in this country who openly represent the 13th and 14th Amendments. The Constitution only works when we honor all of it. It's kind of like beef stew. If you take the carrots out, you still have beef stew. But it's not the same beef stew. You've changed the taste. If you take the beef out, well, it's not even beef stew anymore. Now it's vegetable soup. You can still make a meal out of it, but it's not the one you were counting on. The point is, the Constitution is the Constitution when you honor every word, from the first to the last. Still, I reckon if I were forced to choose a part of it and call it my favorite, it would be the preamble. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. Let's break that down. Because this is our values. That preamble, this is our value statement. It tells us what we're here to protect. We, the people of the United States. It's inclusive. Not we, the wealthy landowners. Not we, the farmers and shopkeepers. Just we, the people. All of us. Together. A community. In order to form a more perfect union. That's powerful because it acknowledges that we have flaws, and it's aspirational. It says we're trying to get better. Establish justice, because before the Constitution, justice belonged only to the rich and the powerful. This document was meant to change that. Now, one could easily argue that in 2025 we're coming up short, but that's another video. Ensure domestic tranquility, peace, community. A nation where we are all Americans, all part of the same thing. Provide for the common defense. It's not lofty, it's practical. But the key word is common. We defend this country, all of us, together. promote the general welfare. Our founders didn't have Social Security or Medicare, SNAP benefits, but the idea was there from the start. Today we do have those things because we believe in that idea. A safety net for seniors, health care for those in need, food for families who are struggling. These are the things that promote the general welfare and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity. Wow. They weren't just thinking about the people of their time. They were thinking of us right now, 250 years later, living and breathing today, and the generations that are still to come. Do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. That phrase matters. They could have just said establish. They could have said write or offer, but they chose ordain because this wasn't just an act of writing. It was a solemn act of purpose. Ordain is a word you use when you mean something to last. Not religious exactly, but sacred nonetheless. Enduring, intentional. That's what they gave us. A Constitution, not just for their moment, but for all time, if we do our part. Thanks for listening. Good day.